Right guys, it's early morning on a Sunday. It's the London Guitar Show today, and as I said, I'm going to be taking the 63 Strat down there to see if I'm going to swap it for this particular guitar. I'm going to go and pick up a mate first, and we're going to head down there. Really excited to see what this other guitar is like. As soon as I get there and I see it, I'll show you what it is. First of all, this is such a gorgeous guitar. Don't often see it in real light because I'm just in my studio with those LED lights. In a way, it looks even better in here. But if I did return with this today, I'm going to make a concerted effort. I'm going to use only this guitar for the next few weeks if I come back with it. And we'll see what happens. Right, let's get on the road. Can't tell you how rare this Strat is. This is a factory Shoreline Gold from the early 60s, 61, 62. And I think the guy who has it is a guy I know on YouTube from the Guitar Show, I think it's called. His name's Bob, and he had a whole set of guitars there. They were amazing, but this one particularly caught my eye. Gold Strat that he'd bought in a pub in the 70s for not very much money from what I could gather. And this thing would be worth an absolute fortune. But more importantly, it was just stunning. It was an example of like real wear and use, and pictures of which I would use to try and age guitars. Just very cool, and it felt very nice to play. And then he also had juniors, there were semi-hollows, and there was a whole table of bursts, but I didn't actually get to see that very much. But yeah, I thought I'd show you that Strat. It was fantastic. Alright, I've had this guitar for 2 days and I've barely put it down. Well, what is it? It's a 1961 ES 335 with the original PAF humbuckers in there, an unoriginal Bigsby, an unoriginal custom made plate, and most tellingly of all, I'm not sure, I'm going to have to get some good footage of this in another video, but it's had a headstock break, and you can barely see where it's happened, but you can sort of see something, and the neck's been refinished, so that's probably why there's such a colour difference. I feel like they could have done a better job of that, but in terms of the feel of it and the structure of it, there you go, I think you can see it. It's absolutely stunning. They obviously tried not to refinish where the serial number was, because that's got the original reddish colour. And I think on here it must have broken They filled it in. All of this means I was able to get this wonderfully beautiful playing guitar and give my 63 Strat and get some cash back. And I'm very happy with that, because I think I'm more of a humbuckers player, and it's that sort of realization. The Strat was a dream guitar, but then this is another of my dream guitars, and yet I enjoy playing it more, to be honest with you, because I love playing Strats, and I enjoy my master builds and everything, but that 63 Strat was I think it was just too much, if I'm being honest with you. But with this, I feel comfortable and happy and just enjoy the playing. So you're going to see so much of this guitar on the channel. I'm going to play this guitar alone for my personal playing for the next month or two. You might see other guitars in the videos. I have to compare guitars. The next video after this, I'm going to compare it to my Marcus King 64 345 over there, 1964, the reissue. That's got custom buckers in. This has got PAFs. Let's compare them. Let's see what the sound difference is like. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to make a much more in-depth video with the sounds of this guitar. But this is like just me showing you what I got. Quite a few of you watched the last video I did about the 63 Strat and that it was probably going. And I got to the show and just sort of held the neck and strummed there, and the whole thing just vibrates in your hand. So that's like my first test. Had a couple of friends with me. They agreed it's had resonance and acoustic sound. So we plugged it into a Lazy J, and even above the hubbub, you could just feel that it has great pickups. And then one of the most interesting tests was to set both pickups on 10. Again, I'll show you this in the in-depth video. Just strum anything and then flick between the two and see what happens. Absolutely zero volume change at all. So really fortunately matched, because apparently they're often not like that. So that's it really for this video. This is my 1961 ES355 and I love it. Like, I really just feel straight away a connection to it, which has been missing with the 63 Strat. And I just feel that I might have finally found the guitar that I just play the most. And if I was to play with other people or play out, this is what I'm bringing. This is who I am. This is what I love the most, is it has that real British blues sound to it. Now, I'm sure it's going to be very versatile as a guitar, but my initial instinct is it's got that sort of, well, it's from the early 60s, but it's got that 60s British blues sounds, the Claptons and the Savoy Browns and all of that sort of stuff, which is a sound I grew up listening to and love. So you've probably heard a bit of playing in this video already, but you're going to hear more in a second. I'm just going to show you what I'm using. This is a really ad hoc video, but this is my favorite drive pedal at the moment, and I'm using both sides together with the dual blue delay in its short setting to get that really short, quick delay. Maybe I'll put some more attractive footage of these over the top of the playing along with the amp settings. So yeah, let's hear a bit more.